Hello, Broggle Movie Club. My name is Sarah, and this week I watched Bridge to Terabithia. So, a brief overview of the plot is that the life of Jesse, an adolescent, changes when he befriends Leslie, the new kid and class outsider. The children create an imaginary world called Terabithia, which is inhabited by all manner of magical creatures. Though difficulties fill their ordinary lives, Jesse and Leslie rule as king and queen in Terabithia. Soon, one of the friends must draw on the strength of their imaginary kingdom to cope with the tragedy. So that's a little bit of the plot. These two kids, they become friends, and they learn how to deal with life as a kid in a small town. They're kind of poor, they don't really have a lot, but they do have each other, and then they do have their imagination, which proves to be very important. So some of the main characters that we can see are Jesse. He's the main character. The story kind of revolves around him. He has four sisters, and he's the only boy in his family. And his parents kind of struggle with money, and so he's dealing with that. And his parents and his father, he loves his dad a lot, but his dad kind of gives his attention to his daughters, and that's one of the major conflicts in the film. So that's Jesse. Jesse befriends Leslie, and this is Leslie. She's the new kid who ends up being Jesse's neighbor. This is Mabel. This is one of Jesse's sisters. This is the younger sister. I think there's also one more younger and two older, but she is the one that's focused on in the film because she goes to school with Jesse. This is Prince Terrian. He's the cutest dog in the world. He's called PT for short, and we learn all about PT and how he comes to be. This is the dad, Jack Aarons. He's Jesse's dad and Mabel's dad, and you can see how he kind of gives attention to his other children and kind of doesn't give a lot of attention to Jesse, even though he needs it. And then this is Mrs. Edmonds. She's the music teacher that Jesse kind of has a crush on during the film. And then these two are the bullies of the film. This is Scott Hoger, who mostly bullies Jesse because they're boys and they kind of butt heads. And then this is Janice Avery, who is the scariest 8th grader in school and bullies everybody. So my review of this film, I give it a 10 out of 10. My pros are that there are amazing themes of imagination, friendship, tragedy, bullying, kindness, family, and love. The themes of like imagination and being a child and letting yourself like believe in things is so strong in this film, and I think it's really, really great. The characters are so real and genuine. You can totally see how they're real people, what drives them, who they are, and the character development is so good. There are really touching scenes that make you feel all the emotions. I cannot watch this movie without crying. It is so good. There's an incredible build-up and payoff. The climax of the film is just one of the best I've ever seen. Cons, it's kind of sad, but in a good way. And that's my only con because I give it a 10 out of 10. So I hope you enjoyed this movie review, and I hope you watch Bridge to Terabithia with your family and friends. All right, see you next time.